Alrighty. This text to speech, or no, speech to text. Still works. Let's go. Pretty accurate too. I should use this more. Alright, today's mission is to figure out this aspect of the mechanism right here. It just needs to swivel. The issue is trying to get it to kind of be patched up here. I don't really like the gaping hole. And not only that, it's a bit more elevated than this, I believe. So, gotta do something about it. Also, this is hanging off. Whoopsies. I should do something about that. But how? Well, I guess it's okay if it hangs, I think. Yeah, I don't really get it. Whatever. I'll leave it be for now. I want to replace this with something better soon. Let's see. Let's try to think. Just a second. Okay. Yeah, I'm like out of ideas. I think I've exhausted pretty much everything I could think of yesterday. Let's see. So this is the idea I had. And it just ever so slightly doesn't play nice, which is awesome. If I do it this way, wait, hold on. Alright, so obviously, yeah, okay. So height-wise, it works, but width-wise, it's never gonna work. That's very interesting, because I'm kind of shocked that you can make this sort of connection here. I didn't think that would be possible. But this does raise the question of, what do I do? Because even if I were to use these plates like this, right, and put them in here and figure something out like that, I'm eventually gonna have to link this up with some other mechanism, right? Which might be fine, actually. Yeah, because it's not like, I don't think I'm using gears here specifically. I think there'll be like some sort of like ratcheting system. So I think actually this is very tolerable. Like, this is not actually a bad idea. Now this would, if this would cooperate with me, that would be awesome. It looks like it's not going to, so I have to force it. Oh, it's because the axle is like kind of off. I see. Alright, so now is if this is even correct. Is this like this axle at the right angle, or like the right position? I think it should be like closer this way, right? So it's like over here, actually. So I'm gonna just fill it in for now. Just try to get a good idea of what this is gonna look like. Here we go. This does change the way I deal with this. Having a side plate here is pretty annoying, actually. But workable, I think, if I can figure out what parts here need to get extended upwards. Something like this. Okay, so definitely, I think this is for sure going to be here. I'm going to say this whole thing is lifted. Just going to say that. Hope it's all good. So something like this, perhaps. Quite difficult. I'm not sure how to approach this problem. Like this, maybe? Like this, maybe? Come on, cooperate here. With me now. Okay. Oh, wow. What is it clipping on? Oh, it's clipping on top of this. Dang. I forgot that was a thing. Okay, maybe I'll... do this real quick. Damn. Yeah, so that makes sense. Okay, I don't think I'll be securing anything from behind here. So it's all gonna have to be from the front. Read. Can I make this more stable somehow? That's what I'm really curious about. That doesn't seem possible. Actually, nah. I can do some offsets and stuff. I have space to work with. Yeah, we're good. Probably. Hopefully. Indeed, yes. Also, since I can't put any stuff directly under this, I think I am forced to work like this, right? I would like to have this kind of thing going on as well. I think this is acceptable because I'll have supports of some kind. Let's see. Here, I'll just use these things. Just put two of them because why not? And here we go. Now flush. I suppose in theory I could now do something like this, right? Now I have. But this is a half plate offset, so it doesn't work quite that nicely. Oh my gosh. Alright, so what are the options I have? So what I can do instead is this. Right. So now this works. Amazing. Very, very nice. I can do something like this. Just want to leave a bit of room here, just in case, maybe something. Let's see, so here. But actually, I can make this stronger by having a. But this sort of thing is okay. It is. By having this up here instead, I think this would work much better. Nice. There's a lot of support on this end and not any on this end, which is a little unfortunate. I would have liked more support. it's all good, I suppose. And I'm gonna do this. There could be some room for interesting stuff there, but I'm just gonna not do that. I could just do this again. Viable, but is it the right way forward? Not sure. But it seems like it might be the only real reasonable route. Other than like spamming this, which I think gives me some real estate that I wouldn't have otherwise. So I'm not opposed to it. How about this? Although something I noticed is that I can actually do something much cooler here. Oh wait, does it not exist? Is it? Yeah. So here we go. So that's very convenient. Excellent, 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 excellent. So just fill in the gap real quick. Like so. And that's pretty good, I would say. I think this gives pretty good foundation for the future. Don't know what that future is going to look like just yet. Wait, why? Oh, it's because this is on a different standard. We are. Need to lift this up a bit. I'm not sure how much though. That is the question. So do something like this. Is that good enough uplift? I have no idea. But I'm gonna pretend it is. Now this is a pretty difficult part. I have to make this look weird. Hammer thingy. Yeah. Nice. The very end of it has this sort of thing. But it has these two like wings. Look really goofy. Then we're gonna like have to secure on to this somehow. I feel like my gut is telling me that the solution is to first have this. Flush, I think so. Well, no, this is not quite the solution because I can't actually put stuff on here yet, which is unfortunate. But Okay. I have an idea. So I'll use one of these as like base of it, right? Just do something like this real quick. Shove this on there. There we go. And then when I like replicate the shape like this. So I'm trying to have to keep looking around these, see if there's something that is very nice and useful here. How about this? And then I can do this. And I can use an arch, I think, here. Is there an arch? Where are the arches at? Here they are. These are a bit too aggressive though. I think all these are a bit too aggressive. I want something like this. Gentle arches. What's this? No, it's not bad. It's actually not terrible. I don't hate it. I think the issue is that like there's too much space here. Like I'm giving it too much space. It also needs to be taller for sure. I need to bring this up way higher. But oh man, I mean, that looks stupid. Surely that's not correct. This is like it's just too extreme. Can I like nudge it forward a bit? Man, these are just like, these are terrible. You guys need to use them and then like judge them based after I work at them. But I don't know. I don't like this. Wait a second, what? This kind of curve exists? What? The hell? Interesting. Okay, I think I'm gonna try doing this. Yeah, so this is now too short, which I should have seen coming. But I think, but I do think it's a good reference point, because I think that means this is correct, more or less. I should work off of this. So it's too short. It's just not a good angle. Not bad. So if I just like angle it right, if I just tilt this down, fine. Okay, so it's just like a bit better, basically. Not quite the flush sort of thing I'd wanted, but it might be acceptable, maybe. This is such an extreme. Oh, wow. I suppose part of the issue is that this is like relatively low. I think this should be higher by a little bit. I don't know. I have no idea how far it should extend. I mean, it can't all of this be very approximate. Fairly. Does not matter that much. Alternatively, I could have this upside down. So this is like one option. Another would be to just straight up flip this. And so in this case, damn, just the big, there's only big ones. Sheesh. I thought this would be like pretty good. But man, without the extra height, it's like not possible. Also, this thing's just too big. I think that's also part of the problem. There's like two factors at play here. So if I force this to be one plate higher, that does not make a difference. Dang. Okay, this is getting pretty good. This is pretty good, I think. There is like a thing at the end here. Balls. I don't know how to display a ball. One of these will surely work. Yeah, okay. This is pretty good, I think. So... yeah, how do I do this? Sheesh. Like this. This looks a little odd. Getting close, I think. This maybe? It's not bad. I actually don't hate this. This thing here, I'm not sure if it's connected to the rest of the structure. If it is, that would be very annoying. That's like enough for me. Now the problem is, how can I get this to be stable somewhere? Because this is not any standard distance. So I cannot put this anywhere unless I use more of these. Which is a very interesting spot to be in, for sure. You can just do this. She goes up higher than I thought. exactly sure what that ball thing is. Let's look up ball and have. This is a straight up ball. Dang. What is this? Wrecking ball. Wow. So is that tiny little ball. Technic ball jump. Yeah, it could be. Could be a good one. The absence of other options, I think. I feel like this could be relatively decent. Size is a little too small. Oh, sure. Is there not like a medium-sized ball thingy that I can use? Like, this is as close as I can think of. Actually, I have an idea. Let's get a wheel in here. Oh, they don't have like a... Dang. They're letting me down. Blink minifigure head? Maybe. Wait, a blank minifigure head plus a hat? This is not bad. I actually don't hate this. This actually seems like a pretty great idea. But this thing is tilted, I wish it wasn't. I feel like there's an idea here, for sure. Blink shield. It was actually slightly curved. Interesting. Maybe there's one in light bluish gray. Kind of hard to find anything. Oh. Kind of big, but... Just a ball. Gives us some more presence, I think. Not a bad look. I'll work with this. This works. Yeah. So I now have that section done. Guess I can work on the iron sights. The idea is to leave these outer two alone. I want to say it's like a 3-stud wide thing going on. So that's what I'm going to do. Fix this better look. Yeah. Oh man, so much stuff to do here. This is for sure an element in here. Like, so confident, so be present. So I'm gonna preempt it right now. Say it's like this. This is definitely where I'd wanna This makes sense. Should I go for 4? I think there's an argument to be made there. Try it. Definitely need to raise this up another. But so stud plate. Which is what I will do. They're better. Actually, this might be better. In a lot of ways, actually. I'm gonna try something with this. Hmm. Achieve what I want to achieve here. I'm not sure if if plates can do what I want them to do. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna keep going with this strat until I can think of something better. As possible. What is the... Ooh, not bad, not bad. I think this is pretty good. This is pretty nice. There's something here. Give it a certain vibe here. I'll just leave like this for now. You already have a new corner. Now I gotta make the site in itself. Yeah, how do I do that? That's a good question. Something like this, where maybe like this. Not bad, not bad. Try to find a way to connect these here. Is that possible? Hold on, hold on. If I can find some way to join these, oh my goodness. Of which there may be one. Wait. Oh. That's a way. Could be others. Not sure. Any ideas? Oh, wait, hold on. Is this just a simple case of... Does it even exist? Or let's just use this for them. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. I feel like the accessories may have key to success here. Or maybe not. I don't know. Oh, there's a lot of parts. It's kind of hard to find what does exactly what I want it to do. Man. Oh, man. I feel like this extends way too much. I guess relatively speaking, it's going to change size-wise. Depth. Oh man, this is so. But the side profile is basically good now. Aside from the barrel. I just need to address this other side, which I think there's not much going on. There's this like big ass wooden thing there. I don't understand. But yeah. Pretty cool. System, I'm gonna figure out how to make this thing. Let's be independent. There is always that strategy earlier, but I feel like I'd notice it not being symmetrical and get pissed off. No. What is this? Spring loaded. It's the wind up thing, maybe. So this existed. Should I use this one through? Three plates in between. Actually, yeah, what if I did this? How much space is that? side. Then there's this side. Should I give up? I don't know. Kind of tempted. It's almost an hour. Oh my gosh. So close too. Kinda wanna do a render here. Also gotta fix this thing. Or whatever I can. Yeah, I'll just skip up. I concede. Alright. Last few minutes. Let me look at this here stuff over here. This is how I will do this over here. And then it's been so long. Not actually, but it feels like it's been so long. Surely there must be this one. Oh man. So hard to make something easily hingeable. To work with some adjustment, I think. I feel like I want to say this is the way to go. That some variant of this is the way. It has to be, right? Feels right. This can be placed at a good spot, then we would otherwise want. Can we get a good angle on it? Surely we can. It's just a brick. This is just a plate. Very annoying. I think the strategy is to like get this thing to peek out a little bit, which I think it appears to be able to do. And then from there, I just shove this thing in here. And damn it, how does it happen? Isn't this perfect? Holy crap. Holy crap, Lois, this is perfect. Wow. Nice. That's pretty damn good. Can't even see the hole. Pretty good. I'll kill a bunch of birds with one stone today. Pretty satisfying. Very nice. Alright. Guess that'll be all for today.